So in our previous session, we have seen that the subnets are being used across your infrastructure, but all of those subnets have been using the same subnet mask, what we normally call it as fixed length subnet mask. But I would like to go for various variable length subnet mask, VLSM kind of a scenario. So I'm just going to be doing a small change across these network, the same network, and then I'm going to be enabling the RIP on it, then see the results. I go to what is it called, route R1. Again, no router RIP, ensuring that the RIP is going to be configured once again from the beginning, and then router 3, no, sorry, no router RIP. So RIP has been disabled. Now I would like to modify the topology in a small different manner. 10.0.0.1/30. Here it is going to be 10.0.0.2/30. Here 10.0.0.5/30. Here it is going to be 10.0.0.6/30. That means only 2 host IP addresses required. So accordingly, the subnets have been done. Now I just need to modify reconfigure the interfaces which is connecting from R1 to R2 and R2 to R3. This is the only change I have to do it. So I'm going to router 1. Interface fast Ethernet 0/0. IP address is 10.0.0.1, 255.255.255.252. Right? So go to R2. Interface fast Ethernet 0/0. IP address is 10.0.0.2, 255.255.255.252. Then interface fast Ethernet 0/1. IP address is 10.0.0.5, 255.255.255.252. Now I go to router 3 and interface fast Ethernet 0/0. IP address is going to be 10.0.0.6, 255.255.255.252. So the IP addresses have been reconfigured according to the new topology whatever we have. Let us go and confirm whether what we have done is as per our topology or not. Show IP interface brief. You see that the IP address is going to be 10. Oh, I think I wrongly configured. Interface fast Ethernet 0/0. It's supposed to have 10.0.0.1.1, 255.255.255.0. You can check that out. Fast Ethernet 0/0 of router 1 supposed to be 10.0.1.1, whereas interface fast Ethernet 0/1 it must be configured with 10.0.0.1, 255.255.255.252. So I cross-checked it, show IP interface brief. According to my topology, everything has been done. Fast Ethernet 0/0, it is configured with 10.0.1.1, whereas fast Ethernet 0/1, 10.0.0.1. So you could remember the subnet mask over there. Now I go to router 2. I'm just going to cross-check the connectivity between router 1 and router 2. IP interface brief, ping 10.0.0.1. I'm checking the connectivity between R2 and R1. It's there. Now I'm checking the connectivity between R2 and R3. Yes, it is there. So we have confirmed that the connectivity between R2 and R3, there is no change on router 1's fast Ethernet 0/0 and router 3's fast Ethernet 0/0. We are keeping the same IP schemes. Router 1's fast Ethernet 0/0 still in 10.0.1.1. 1.0/24, fast Ethernet 0/0 of router 3, 10.0.4.0. Now all I have to do is what? Go and enable routing protocol RIP. Router RIP network 10.0.0.0. Do I have to worry about anything like 10.0.1.0 or 10.0.0.0? I don't need to worry about anything, because I say that when I'm giving network 10.0.0.0, I'm asking the router to enable the RIP on any of the interfaces which has an IP address in 10.0.0.0 segment. Now I go to router 2, router RIP network 10.0.0.0, right? And then go to router 3, router RIP network 10.0.0.0. Once this is done, I'm just going to be checking the routing table to confirm that all the entries are there in the routing table of router 3 or not. Show IP route. I should see all the routes. So 10.0.0.0/30 is there. 10.0.0.4/30 is also there. And I also know about 10.0.4.0. Okay. Now if I go, is there anything is missing? 10.0.1.0 is missing. Let's check it out. Let us check it out. Now, have we enabled rapport here? 10.0. Okay. Now let's go and check it out whether it is available or not. Show IP route. I see 10.0.1.0/24. I also see 10.0.0.0/30. I also see 10.0.0.4/30. Now if I go and check the routing table of router 2, I don't see 10.0.1.0 and also I don't see 10.0.4.0. 10.0.1.0 is not there. 10.0.4.0 is also not there. So why this is happening? Even though I have done the subnetting, while I was working with the fixed length subnet mask, there was no issue. The moment I have gone to this variable length subnet mask, I do see some sort of issues. Why this could be a problem? Is there any problem? Okay, let's try to do something here. Pass pani. Now router 2's routing table doesn't have an entry of 10.0.1.0 as well as 10.0.4.0. Because of that, it couldn't advertise the same networks to the respective routers. R1 should send 10.0.1.0 so that it can advertise the network to the router 3. Similarly, router 3 has to send the update to router 2 for 10.0.4.0 so that router 2 can send that advertisement to router 1. Let us go and check whether router 1 is advertising about 10.0.1.0 or not. Debug IP rip. Right? Let's wait for an update to be sent by the router 1 to confirm that whether it is being advertised or not. See, sending version 1 update via fast Ethernet 0 slash. You see that an update is being sent via fast Ethernet 0/0 with the source IP address of 10.0.1.1. Build update entries, it is suppressing an update. There is no update is being sent. And why is so? Let's go to router 2 and then do the debugging, try to understand how it is being sent. Right? It is sending update via fast Ethernet 0/1. Let's also see an update is being sent via fast Ethernet 0/0 and then we'll stop the debug. Okay. Sending update via, okay. So sending update via fast Ethernet 0/1, it is sending the update as 10.0.0.0. And whereas while it is sending the update via fast Ethernet 0/0, it is sending the update as 10.0.0.4. Let's go and check it out. Show run interface fast Ethernet 0/1 as well as 0/0. The subnet mask is correct, 10.0.0.5. Right? Do you understand why it is happening? 10.0.0.0 as well as 10.0.0.4. I also cross-checked it. The IP addresses have been properly given. So this IP address is part of 10.0.0.0/30. This IP address is part of 10.0.0/4/30. So that is what is being advertised. It is advertising an update with respect to 10.0.0.0/30, one subnet. The other subnet is 10.0.0.4/30. But it least bothered about the networks like 10.0.1.0 and 10.0.4.0. It has not received those updates from router 1 and router 3. Now, why this is happening? See, when you do variable length subnet mask, the routing protocol RIP doesn't have any idea about the subnet mask. Right. When you have all the subnets are using the fixed subnet mask, it no need to worry about it. It can advertise it. The moment you start using the variable length subnet mask, RIP is going to be facing some problem because RIP doesn't have any idea about the subnet mask. So an update is being sent. Do you see the 10.0.0.0? Is that update carries the subnet mask? So 10.0.0.4, is that update carrying the subnet mask? Then what would be the subnet mask? If I go and check the routing table of router 3, I see that there is a network with /30. Can you see this one? 10.0.0.0/30. How come I know about 10.0.0.0/30? That is because on the interface I have received an update has the subnet mask as /30. Do you understand that? The interface fast Ethernet 0/0 has been configured with an IP address of 10.0.0.5/30. So when I receive an update, I understand that 10.0.0.0 is being identified as what? /30. See, router 1 supposed to be sending two updates. One with respect to 10.0.1.0, the other one supposed to be 10.0.0.0/30. Because 10.0.0./30 is not at all going to be advertised because of the split horizon, it is supposed to be sending an update as what? 10.0.1.0/24. It is not advertising because there is a variable length subnet mask. So if at all the variable length subnet mask is being used inside your infrastructure, RIP cannot support it. To overcome this problem, RIP has been introduced with some enhancement, and also they changed the version from version 1 to version 2. So by default, if you go and check it out, show IP protocols, you can see that on few of the interfaces, we have enabled RIP. On which are all the interfaces the RIP has been enabled? Fast Ethernet 0/0 and Fast Ethernet 0/1, right? So by default, version 1 has been enabled. Because of that, it couldn't understand the subnet mask information. It cannot send the subnet mask information as part of an update. What we want is, we are using the variable length subnet mask inside our infrastructure. We want a RIP to send an update along with the subnet mask which is being used. So what I do is, simply I go to router 1, get into the router RIP, routing protocol RIP, and then say version 2. I'm simply saying what? Version 2. Go to router 2, router RIP, and then say version 2. Now what we are using? RIP version 2 is what being used. Router RIP version 2. That's it. Once you have done this, let us go and check it out, the routing table. It's supposed to receive some updates. Can you see this one? I have received an update for 10.0.1.0 with the mask of /24. If that is the case, router 1 has sent an update with respect to 10.0.1.0. Let us check it out whether it is being advertised along with the subnet mask or not. Right? Can you see this one sending an update? It is sending an update via fast Ethernet 0/0. I least bothered about it. I'm interested in fast Ethernet 0/1. Now the update has been sent as what? 10.0.1.0 along with the subnet mask. Do you understand? So RIP version 1 will not send an update along with its subnet mask. So when I use variable length subnet mask, that would cause some problem. That's the reason we are enabling version 2. When you enable version 2, the update is being sent along with its subnet mask. You can also see one more key difference. When we have sent an update using your version 1, you would have noticed it. It would have sent an update as a broadcast. I hope you remember that. Where is that we have? Okay, let me stop this debug and also go to router 2 and check it out, the update. Can you see this one? Via fast Ethernet 0/1 with the source IP address of 10.0.0.5, the destination IP address is what? All 255, what we call it as a broadcast. But the moment you enable version 2, you would have noticed that it is not a broadcast. Now it is being sent as a multicast. RIP version 2 will be sending an update to a multicast address. And also, RIP update carries the subnet mask information as well.